In this final presentation, we will review the key messages from this series of presentations. Results chains are a graphic representation of a theory of change, so they should illustrate a logical pathway to a focused result or set of results. They should be results-oriented, though they will often include illustrative actions linked to results. Results chains help support the implementation of the USAID program cycle and biodiversity policy. Specifically, results chains are one of the options teams can use to meet the project requirement for a logic model. They are also an option for the recommended logic model at the activity level. Because results chains help teams lay out their logic, they also provide an opportunity to assess that logic and see if it makes sense, thus helping teams determine if the strategic approaches and actions they are proposing are appropriate before they actually implement them, and also during implementation as a way to make course corrections. Similarly, results chains, and the situation models they are derived from, are a dynamic tool that help program design teams come to common agreement and that teams can then use to assess progress, learn from what is working and what is not working, and then adapt based on what they learn. In addition to this interactive how-to guide, there are numerous resources available to USAID staff and partners. Links to each of the resources mentioned here can be found in the resources section below this video. The USAID Biodiversity Programming How-To Guides provide explicit step-by-step instructions on developing situation models, using results chains to depict theories of change, and defining outcome statement and indicators for monitoring, evaluation, and learning. This series of presentations are based on those guides. Additional resources like supplemental guides for some of the more elaborate steps of the process and Marathi software quick start references are also available. The USAID Biodiversity Policy provides general guidelines and principles for how the agency works to achieve its vision of conserving biodiversity for sustainable long-term development. The Biodiversity Handbook is a foundational resource for implementation of the biodiversity policy. It describes major conservation approaches through the lens of USAID experiences with the aim of improving conservation effectiveness. The Program Cycle How-To Note, Developing a Project Logic Model, and its associated theory of change, published by USAID Bureau Policy Planning and Learning, is an agency-level resource. The USAID Forestry and Biodiversity Office has various trained staff and resources available. The FAB office can be contacted by visiting the Biodiversity Conservation Gateway website at the link below this video. For USAID employees, ProgramNet is the internal network home of USAID's collective knowledge and experience implementing the program cycle. ProgramNet is managed by the Bureau for Policy Planning and Learning. Learning Lab is a USAID public website where agency staff and implementing partners collaborate on shared goals, learn from collective experience, and adapt to change throughout the USAID program cycle. Some of the resources found on Learning Lab are the Monitoring, Evaluation, and Learning Toolkits. The Conservation Measures Partnership is a partnership of conservation donors, non-governmental organizations, and government agencies, including USAID, that seek better ways to design, manage, and measure the impacts of their conservation interventions. CMP's open standards for the practice of conservation, which include results chains as a key tool, are a comprehensive reference of principles, processes, and best practices of adaptive management and conservation in other development sectors. The Open Standards website has a variety of documents, PowerPoints, and case studies that you could explore and includes a self-paced tutorial. The Conservation Actions and Measures Library, or CAML, is an open-source library of results chains for the most common conservation interventions. The Conservation Coaches Network, or CCNet, is a global community of thousands of professionals trained and experienced in using the open standards in conservation programming. And finally, you can find out more about the Marathi Adaptive Management Software at marathi.org. Congratulations! You've reached the end of the final presentation in this online module on using results chains to depict theories of change in USAID biodiversity programming. We hope it has helped clarify why results chains are a useful tool and how to develop them. See below for some additional tips and resources related to developing results chains for your programs.